Hello my friends and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. My name is Sarah and today we are back in the world of Sulani for another build. My last build was also in Sulani. It was like a community pool, but we are back to the residential lot for this one. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house and it looks a little bit bigger than that, but I kept the living area and dining area really wide open and spacious because I just love that look in these beach builds. But you'll see that later. That's one of the last things we do before we landscape and finish things up. So right now we are just building the shell, and this house was inspired by a house that I saw on Pinterest. That's usually where I get my ideals from, and then I just try to match it as closely as I can, and then usually it kind of just turns into something a little bit different from there. So this house was also inspired by a picture I saw on Pinterest, which is just really beautiful, and I don't feel like I did it justice with this build because the top floor on the actual build had water. So it was like, it wasn't a pool, it was just like shallow water that you could probably walk around in, more like on this game like a fountain. But I could not figure out a way to put a fountain on a second floor like that, and I was really disappointed. If there is a way, I don't know how. I wish I did because it looked so much better than what I had to do, which was actually just make the top floor into like a bunch of little living areas and add some plants and stuff like that, just basically filling up space. So I was a little bit disappointed by that, but for the most part, I feel like the outside is pretty similar. Right now we're just working on the pool, and we're just trimming it with this item that came with a spa day. And I went on and cut out some of that footage, but I went on and trimmed some of the other house with that same object just to give it that bolder look. And I really like the contrast of the white object kind of on these darker wood wallpaper and flooring. I just really liked that. I hope you guys like it also. That once again is from the original picture, so it wasn't my ideal, but I just knew I could pull it off with that object, so I went on and did it. And I was really happy with the way it turned out. It definitely makes things stand out a little bit more. So we're just finishing up the pool decorations right now and just adding some islandy looks to it, and the pool is functional. You may notice I had to take out a few of those objects just to add in a pool ladder, but I don't feel like you can notice it. You don't notice it very much. Like, it's very subtle. So the pool is functional though. I did play test it. It works out fine, and I think it turned out really good. I just really love the tropical looking pools, especially in Sulani, because it just matches the whole picture, and I just absolutely love that. So right now we're just starting on one of the outdoor living areas, which is just a lot. There is a lot of like outdoor kind of hanging out areas in this build because, like I said, I couldn't match that top floor like the way it would look, so all I could come up with was just adding in some chairs and stuff like that. So this is like a little bar area and dining area, and I did try to add in a couple things like that just to make it as different as possible. But mostly it is a lot of seating and stuff like that and just decoration. But this area, of course, at least it has a use. It is a bar, and we have this dining table. I did forget to add a stereo out here. That probably would have been a cool thing to have in this area. But once again, all of this is play tested. It is functional. So the bar is functional, and the door is. Everything, I try to check it out as much as I can. I don't check out just every single thing. Like, sometimes I forget to play test the stereos and stuff like that, but for the most part I do try to make sure most objects will work for you guys. So now we're just going to finish up decorating the outside, and we're just adding in some lights, and mostly, like I said, this is mostly like greenery. Here we've got some pool chairs and stuff. So this house is just like, to me, this house is just like a hangout house, if that makes sense. It looks like it's for really just chill people who just like to have a good time and relax, and maybe it would actually be more like a vacation home, but it just looks really, I don't know, that's why I love Sulani anyway, that it's just such a laid back place, and it just has just really cool vibes, and I just love it. So this is just another one of my beach builds, which I absolutely love doing. So now we're just adding in some chairs and tables. Like I said, that's mainly what the majority of the outside is. But I hope that it worked out well. I hope that it's enough decoration that it looks like it goes together. We add in a lot of landscaping also later, and the landscaping is just basically debug plants and flowers and lots of colors and stuff like that, just to match it around kind of what's around. And then we're going to add in some plants up there also, because I was running out of ideas, so I just made that a really kind of like floral area with lots of greenery. And so this is the top floor, and like I said, this is mainly seating, more like entertainment areas, but we are going to put one object from Spa Day, and I actually don't remember what it's called. To me it's like a sauna, but I'm not sure what it's actually called. I just recently got the Spa Day pack, so I don't know what all the objects are called yet. So but yeah, we just add that little area, so that kind of makes it a little bit, it looks even more chill and relaxing, because you kind of got a few Spa Day items in there. That's like the little waterfall item that came with Spa Day, and that was really just because I felt like I needed something back there, and I think like I could take that or leave it. It looks a little bit out of place, but I also really like it because it kind of adds just a more kind of tropical watery vibe to it. So but yeah, this is just another seating area. You can see I put some garden planters up there, and then we're just gonna add like these little fountains just for decoration. And now we're gonna go into the house, and like I said, it's 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. One of the bathrooms is really small, the other is connected to both bedrooms, and like I said, one of the bedrooms is really small also. So the indoor flooring, it matches the outdoor flooring. I think I may change the wallpaper later on, but I cannot remember right now. But yeah, we're just basically, it's the same on the inside. It's got really dark wood, and there's not a lot of light things. I think I kind of went with a little bit of a blue color scheme, I guess you could say. I went with like a really light blue on some of the objects that had that available. Like you can see, this area is just basically like a little reading nook, which isn't actually functional just because that area is so small. Or if it is, I actually didn't even try that area because I didn't think it would be functional, so I just went on and left it. But I didn't know exactly what to do with that area, so I thought like I would put a reading area there. So like if you could actually decorate that area, I think it would be really cozy to have just a little area where you can chill and read books. I don't know why under the stairs makes that seem like a good ideal, but anyway, basically it was just to fill up space. So now we're just doing this first bathroom, and the bathrooms are really simple. There's nothing special about them. It's basically just dark wooden tones, and most of the bathroom furniture comes from the Island Living pack. I did use the round mirror from the Spa Day pack because I think it's really cool and I really liked it. But we're going straight into the master bathroom, I guess you can call it, because it is connected to the master bedroom, but like I said, it's also connected to the other bedroom also, so it's a little bit weird. But basically this is just a little bit of decoration, and the rest of it's pretty much the same as the other bathroom. It's just really simple, nothing too extravagant. But for some reason, when I was originally building this, I kind of had in my mind like it was for a family that had kids. But as I was building, I just didn't really want to build a kid's bedroom in this house, if that makes sense. I don't know if we have a lot of items that kind of make sense in the islandy world, like that are actually kids objects, if that makes sense. But I didn't even really look. I just went on and changed my mind halfway through it and decided that second bedroom was more like a guest bedroom. So this is the master bedroom, and it's pretty big. We've got a little bit of decoration. We've got the bed, we've got a bookshelf, and then there's also I believe it's a fireplace that I put in, and like more seating. So this house has all the seating you could possibly want. But yeah, we're just gonna add in some some seating over in this open area. And the way it kind of, you can come in from the outdoors into this room, so I just wanted it to be big and kind of have something a little bit extra. So yes, we're just adding a fireplace and then some decoration. We're going to change that out. And yeah, that's basically the master bedroom. I do add a little wardrobe over there too, kind of tucked into the corner. But yeah, it's pretty simple, but I feel like this house is I feel like there's so much going on the outside that the inside would be pretty simple. You can tell most of the wall decor, I'm just using those paintings that came with Island Living also. So my recording actually cut out, and I didn't realize it. So my recording actually cut out during the decorating the second bedroom and the living area, but you will be able to see that in the tour in the end, if you'd like. I don't know what happened, but I got through a little bit of that section, and then when I checked, it just hadn't been recording. So we did skip out on that. But the living area is basically just usually what I do for a living area. It's like chairs, couches, TV, maybe a stereo, I can't remember right now. But then we also have a desk off to the side with a laptop, and then just some clutter and stuff like that. So it's really nothing special, but I am sorry that the footage kind of went out on me on that front. But now we're just doing the kitchen, and like I said, this area is probably the biggest area of the house. I just wanted it to be really open and just really welcoming, I guess, if that makes sense. So this is the last little, we're going to do a dining table also, but that microwave I actually had to change when I was play testing it, so it looks a little bit different because it wouldn't work the way I had it there. So I did change that, and but everything else works out. And there's a few minor changes in most of my builds. If you ever did want to get them off the gallery, there's usually a few things that I have to change, but that's okay. But yeah, we're just adding in a little bit more clutter and finishing that up. And just, these are basically the finishing touches, and then we're going to go out into the landscaping. And the landscaping is pretty simple. It kind of matches what is around the house, and just palm trees basically, and flowers and all of that. We do add a swing set in also, just because I love that object and I think it looks so nice. And I also added in a lot of garden planters also, kind of scattered throughout the landscaping and everything. So I guess this house would be a good house if you had a gardening sim that really enjoys the beach, because there are a lot of garden planters just to take up space and kind of give it a little bit more character. So basically this is the build though. I'm gonna go on and end it here and let some music play, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I really love these builds in Sulani. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day.